Y'all, that started a little late. My bad. Started a little late. Had a great interview. Got through talking with the legit standard young man. He's the bomb. You know what I'm saying? It was a great interview. Talking with him. Now, we're going to talk with Miss Cosplay. I see you, Miss Cosplay. Thanks everybody for joining in. Just another invite. Got my pen ready. Hey,
Hey,
how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm tired.
I hope I ain't catch you at a bad time.
No. It's just been a really busy weekend, so kind of winding down.
Okay, understood. Let me share this to a couple people. Other than that, how's your day been?
Good. I was swimming, so
Oh, you went swimming.
yeah, in the very, very cold. Yes.
Oh, so that's what that picture was about the going to the ice. What you saying on there?
It's time to get icy. Yeah, the springs that we go and swim in are
Uh-huh.
always about 60, 65-ish degrees, and the air was
Okay.
like in the 40s to 50s, so the water was
Uh,
actually warmer than the air, but it was freezing.
okay.
But we've gotten used to
All
something
right.
like that, so it's fine. We're used to it.
Great. Great. All right. So, first of all, I want to say sorry for my tardiness, for my lateness.
No
Uh,
problems.
Me and my co-host, well, we both are the hosts, so we both the co-hosts. But we had a show with a young man. We are cool with his parents, which they run a comic shop, and he is a wrestling fan. And we wanted to talk with him about his likes, things that he likes and don't like, what his favorite shows are. Get the kids, get the children their turn to talk, let them know
Right.
what they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So,
important. I saw
so
I saw a little
now
bit of it. Sounded fun.
yeah, exactly. And I was wanting to, like let you know, like, hey, I'm sorry, I promise you, but we had some technical difficulty, so we had to kind of chop it up until they made it in. So
I get that.
it went well.
You're good. No worries.
Thank you. Okay, so we're well. So now, today, next, I'm talking with everyone, people that are here now, people that'll tap in later. We are talking with Miss Little Red Fox Cosplay. I'm
Yeah.
saying, brief history. I met her at the I think the first Comic Con I went to, and she was the mermaid,
Yep.
and I was like, wow, it's the mermaid lady, and I was like, I'm like, giving out my card and meet people and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and well, we were, and I was like, I'm gonna go say something to the mermaid lady, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and your attitude was like very bright, very cool, you know what I'm saying. I can also tell that you take your business seriously because I know you can probably catch a couple of ignorance. Sometimes the ignorance can be there.
We try to keep it cool, but yeah.
Exactly.
People are people.
Yes, exactly. So, um, award-winning seamstress,
Yeah.
uh, costumer. I this is what I wrote this down. Comic Con favorite,
I like that.
and also a cosplay judge.
Yes.
I'm saying, which is what I didn't know. That's something I didn't know. You can find her at on Twitter at Little Red Fox Cos,
Hmm.
on IG at Little Red Fox Cosplay, Facebook same thing, Little Red Fox Cosplay. You also have a Patreon, the same, and on the Kofi app, it's the same.
Yes. And also
I think I said
if and also I'm on TikTok too. So but it's a little Red Fox
okay.
cosplay over there. But to be honest with you, the TikTok is mostly mermaid videos.
Exactly
It's
the
mostly
mermaid
mermaid
thing,
videos.
and we're gonna get into that. We're
Yeah.
gonna get into that too. Okay. So let's start off with first of all, like I said, anybody I interview, I was asking this, how are you doing? How you feeling? What's your mood today?
It's great. It's great. I mean, I got to swim today, so I'm a happy girl. Any day that's a swim day, I'm a happy
Okay.
girl.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time. Already said that, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was late, still, you know, so we good, you know
It
what I'm saying?
happens. No
Uh,
worries.
yes, let me put this right here. Please follow Little Red Fox Cosplay.
Oh.
Um, so first question, where are you originally from?
I am from Mobile, Alabama. And I'm actually
Really?
I'm still in Mobile. I've moved around a little bit, but I managed to come back home. So,
Okay, okay. And how did you create the name Little Red Fox?
oh, okay. So, well, I mean, you've met me. Um, and I'm not very tall. I am very short, so that's the little. And then obviously I'm a redhead, and my favorite character from one of my favorite books was a fox. So yeah.
Really? Sorry, I had a phone call. Had to stop it. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
Um, so life growing up for you in your town was like what?
Pretty busy actually. I'm from a huge family. There are five girls in my family and a boy, and and I was the oldest, and we were always running around. We were all dancers. We were at the studio 5, 6 days a week, competitions on the weekends. There was always stuff going on. My little brother was in Boy Scouts. My mom ran his troop. It was just a lot of stuff going on all the time. So it was always busy, but it was nice. It was fun. It was a
Okay,
kind of a nice little family. Still is. We're
okay.
super close. So
uh, did you like getting dressed up at a younger age? You know, with the costumes and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. So my mom and I were actually talking about that not too terribly long ago. And because she
Hmm.
was reminding me that anytime that like a school project would come up and the option was there to wear a costume, I absolutely had to wear a costume. Like Halloween was my favorite, all those things. Yeah, I was always a costume nerd. Always.
Oh, okay, okay. And then that nerd word. We're gonna touch up on that a little bit later because when I was reading your yeah, I did my homework. We're gonna talk about that. Uh, crazy question right here. Well, actually, a fun question. What's some things that you miss about Saturday mornings during back in younger day? You know, when you was like you said, getting up and going to the theaters and stuff like that.
So many things. Well, first of all, I miss Saturdays being a day where I didn't really have to necessarily do all that much all the time. That was kind of nice.
Hmm.
Um, I miss Fruity Pebbles on Saturday morning in front of the TV. That was my jam.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Fruity Pebbles
Yes. Yes.
in front of the TV on Saturday morning. Yeah, that's what I miss.
um, theater and ballet.
Yeah.
What is your experience in those fields?
So actually, I went to school at Birmingham Southern College, and my major was dance, and my minor was theater, and I had no intention of having a real job ever, apparently. Now I work in accounting, so that went out the window. But that's so yeah. I used to be a dance teacher. I kind of stopped that about 10 years ago. Mostly because just I got frustrated with the parent part. The kids were great. Parents kind of drove me nuts. But
Okay.
but yeah, so no, I've been a professional level dancer for years.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't think you didn't put that in the bio. I didn't see that part about
No,
the
that's
dancing.
that's the fun
Okay.
surprise thing.
Okay. That's okay. All right. Now when you say dancing, what type of dancing?
Primarily ballet. Ballet
Ballet.
was my first love, but also like lyrical and contemporary jazz, basically all that kind of stuff that you watched on So You Think You Can Dance like ages ago. Yeah, I was actually I knew a lot of the guys that were choreographers for that, but yeah, that I was, but primarily ballet. That was my strength.
Okay. Okay. Um, and how was the experience at the younger age doing the sewing and the putting stuff together? Like, how was that for you?
It was great. I mean, my mom, because we were all in dance and we were all in theater and we were always performing, so my mom would always work in the costume shop, and because she's an excellent seamstress, she's who taught me.
Okay.
And we would all work in the costume shop and help her out. So I remember being very young and doing, these little sewing projects, and I loved it. So that's
Now,
how I started.
did that make you different from the other kids because you had to go do it or wanted
No,
to do it?
I mean, if it did make me different, I didn't notice. So it
Okay.
was just in our house that was normal. Sewing was a thing that just happened. And, mom always had the machine out. To this day, I always have the machine out. You just did it.
Okay.
So
All right. And that's a great way to segue into this next one. teaching classes. You're a
Yeah.
teacher, like you said. So teaching classes, sewing machines, patterning,
Yeah.
garment construction. How do
Yeah.
you build but how do you build the patience for it?
Well, I mean, like I said, I taught dance classes for forever and ever, and you develop a lot of patience when you're trying to get a line of 2-year-olds to do the same thing. So
True, true,
if I can
true.
corral 15 2-year-olds and put them all in a straight line and get them to all point their toe at the same time, sewing machines and a bunch of adults is easy.
Okay, okay, okay. That's understandable right there. Um, and with you being a teacher and having teaching, what about your successful students? Do you have plenty of successful students?
Yeah, yeah, I did. Actually, I'm seeing a comment right now, and I love that Kakashi Creations comment. Yeah, that is true. At SaifaCon, we judged a cosplayer, and she didn't have a machine, and we bought her a machine. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay,
I just want to.
okay.
Yes, I remember that, and that was one of the best like con moments ever. Anyway, what was the original question?
Um,
We all
man,
just went what?
yeah, we all just went blank. Lord have mercy. It was the sewing machines and the patterns and the garments and your successful students. Like, some of your successful
Yeah,
students?
I
Like,
mean, I have a lot of cosplayers in the area. Um, a lot of people that I work with like in like my charity group and stuff like that that I've taught how to do some things that they struggled with, uh, running sergers, putting in zippers. I have one of my really good friends, my friend Josh, is cosplaying Zoroark. I actually kind of first became aware of him in cosplay contests, and he was making his own Spider-Man suits rather than like
mhm,
buying a pre-printed suit, and it impressed
mhm.
me. And I sat there and I have followed him throughout his whole process, and forever like kind of over his shoulder, giving a little tip here, a little tip there, and just kind of guiding. He's come so far, so he's definitely one of my favorite students. Also,
Okay,
adults are harder to teach than teenagers. Teenagers are easy. I saw that
okay.
question.
Yeah, that's my partner Tay Way, right? My partner Tay from Colorado. So
Hey.
I think he had. I wanted to make sure I caught him.
Yeah,
And
kids are
also,
easy.
Charisma. I see Charisma Boutique is in the building. Much love to her. She also was at the Comic Con. Well, at
Oh,
the Alabama. She was at the Comic Con with us. She was attending the horror. The horror. Yes, right.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
up in Birmingham.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. um, segue. You segue into because when you caught your friend in the chat room, it kind of segue right into this next one. It's probably bring back some great memories for you.
I love that.
OWA theme park in the Gulf Coast CW. Tell me
Yeah.
about the community and what they do because I've read about that.
Okay, so the theme park is amazing. It's been such a great experience. I've been working with Seward Studios, who runs a lot of the performances out there, and making costumes for those guys. I'm actually working on one right now. Well, 4 shows for them right now. 3 shows, 4 shows, something like I don't know. A lot of costumes for them right now. But it's been a great, it's so nice to be surrounded by because I'm surrounded by actors and singers and dancers and all those things that I grew up with, and I love
Okay.
that. And CW,
Yeah.
the CW, they're just great.
And plus I also seen in that portion of it y'all help people like charities and things like that. Wasn't
Yeah,
I seen?
yeah.
Okay.
That's my charity group is called Cosplay Cause CAUSE Play Gulf Coast, and
Oh,
that's what we do. We dress up in superhero characters or princesses or whatever it is that they're looking for, and we do charity events. We go do hospital visits. We do all kinds of really cool stuff like that. I love it. Actually,
okay.
next time we have an event with them is December 5th. I'm doing a toy drive in Atmore. So
And Atmore or Ardmore?
Atmore, Alabama. Uh, yeah,
Atmore.
the
Okay,
fire department here
gotcha.
does it every year. We've done it with them for years. They set up and do a local toy drive, and we bring in. I mean, we'll fill up a whole trailer full of toys. It's great. It's really cool.
That's cool. That's super cool. I liked it. I always been like stuff like that. I know it's great too. Like when I was reading your bio, I was like, okay, I can see that. You you like to teach. You know what I'm saying? You don't mind sharing information with people. You know what I'm saying? So they don't get
Not at all.
confused. You like to help. You know what I mean? You like to help. You know what I mean? Like you said, when your partner, it was in the chat, like how y'all did that for someone to help someone, which is basically it's better to give than to receive, because you know you're gonna get a blessing, but you ain't rushing it. It'll come when it come. I can see that in you. That's a great thing about you. So that's great. Um, Legends of Wonderland.
Yeah,
Tell me
so
about Legends of Wonderland.
that is a friend group that my friend Alice Infinity, she kind of started, and it's just a bunch of us that is just like a little healthy, positive little place. We don't do a whole lot, just because we've kind of scattered location wise,
Hmm.
but it's
Okay.
really great.
Okay. And I I was reading in your bio once again, and it was a part where you were letting people know that acceptance is, trying to remember how you put it, but I know acceptance was an important part of it because you know, doing cosplay, be how you say it, be what you want to be, do it some way you put it like that. But being basically what I'm trying to ask you is, like for instance, somebody who second guesses themselves about doing cosplay, or worried about what others will say compared to somebody like you that do it really for a living, and you got a business behind it. It ain't just dressing up as your favorite. It's a business behind
Right.
this. You know what I'm saying? So, um, what would you say to someone that want to be in this business? What kind of good information could you give them?
As far as being in cosplay, I think the most important thing is just to be your authentic self. Do the characters that you love. Don't necessarily worry about, is this going to get me more views, whatever. Just do the thing that you love. As long as you're doing the thing that you love, you're going to be okay. You're going to be happy. Um,
Hmm.
and you're not going to get burnt out. That's the thing. So.
Exactly. Okay. 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 I feel you on that. All right. Got my pen. Now, there's also a part of the cosplay life called the non-cosplay life, where you're at home and you handle the business and you're going to work, or whatever it is your day consists of. You know what I'm saying? What does a normal day for Miss Little Red Fox at home like? What's the week like for you when you don't have to go here, there?
It's busy. Um, I work I'm in accounting, and I actually work in a manufacturing plant in the accounting department. So I work all day, and then I come home and I work at night here. I'll sew. I work on whatever costume commissions I'm working on. If I'm working on something for myself, I'll do that. A couple times a week, I have meetings for events that I'm part of. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I stay busy.
You say, and like, do you get to like go out, like as far as like, do you get to go enjoy the day any? I know you have animals that you love a lot. Do you get to go walk your
I
animals? Like,
do. I
what's
do.
that like?
We take our time out when we need to. I'm real big on work-life balance. So, and I do. I
Gotcha.
work like a crazy person. I will sit there and work constantly, but then I'll be like, no, today is a rest day. And that's,
Yes.
we're
Yes.
gonna play video games, or we're just gonna lay in bed and cuddle with a cat. That's fine. You know?
And play video games. What do you play?
Right now I'm replaying Skyrim.
Oh, okay, okay. I see a lot of Skyrim on your page and stuff, so you definitely like Skyrim.
Yeah, well, it's probably my number two favorite game. But with the new, because they just had the 10th anniversary edition just came out, so yeah.
Okay. What is it? My ask. What is it about that particular game that you like so much?
I love, just in general, I've always loved like RPGs. I used to play tabletop RPGs when I was a kid.
Hmm.
I played a lot of RPGs, like video games, when I was a kid. That was what I kind of preferred to play. So Skyrim is just kind of this open world giant RPG, and it's beautiful. So I love it. I
Okay.
like anything I
Okay.
can just kind of
Okay.
sink into.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. All right. You're into animals.
Yeah.
So what type of animal? What animals do you have? What's your animals?
Okay, so we have a lot of cats.
Okay.
We have this whole situation where like feral cats will come here and decide that they're not feral anymore. And so
Mm-hmm.
they just kind of hang out and they get fixed and they turn into big fat porch cats and they're wonderful. Um, and then the ones that can't survive outside, if they've got health issues, they come in and they live in. So we have a three-legged cat. We have a cat that's blind in one eye. We have a cat that has. I always laugh at him because. Did you ever watch King of the Hill?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how Hank Hill's dad is always teasing him because he's got a narrow urethra.
Yeah.
So does one of my cats. He's on a special diet. So we have those, but then also now we have randomly we also have an older dog. She's a very old dog, and we have a possum named Stinky, and
What? You got
yeah,
a
oh,
possum?
it gets weirder because we also recently have acquired. He lives outside, to be fair, but he's up here every night. They're docile. They come out. We have a raccoon named Wesley, who
I
is
I seen that picture. I
yeah.
seen that.
Yeah. Wesley is he's a trip. He's a lot of fun.
So you're a real earthy person. You close to the earth.
Yeah.
You're earthy. Okay, that makes sense. That makes plus you Aquarius, right?
I am an Aquarius.
Okay, so got you,
It all
got you.
clicks.
Okay,
It's like,
hey,
oh, okay, 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 I get it.
that that makes sense. Okay, cool, cool. All right, Virgo right here, just in case
I feel that.
anybody want to know. You know what I mean? Uh, fantasy literature.
Yeah,
You have a library.
I do.
So tell me about your fantasy literature library. What some books you have?
Well, like my favorites are the Wheel of Time books, which I'm
Okay.
super excited actually because next week Amazon is starting their Wheel of Time series. So I've been like obsessed with that lately. But there's, all the Game of Thrones books, Shadow and Bone. I mean, you name it, Lord of the Rings, um, Tolkien, just the whole Tolkien library, Chronicles of Narnia. I mean, it's all out there. The
Which
Drizzt,
one your favorite? Which one your favorite? Which one your
Wheel of
favorite?
Time, Wheel of Time.
All the time. And if you know what I'm saying, I gotta ask, what can you give me like kind of a little what's Wheel of Time about?
Boy, so it's 15 books long, so it's a big series. But basically, I mean, the start of it, and that's a good place to start. We'll just go with the beginning. The start of it
Okay.
is
Okay.
a woman who is part of a magical group who is looking for essentially like the next big hero. The same like hero of the world gets reborn over and over again. They call him the dragon. So she's looking for the dragon reborn. And he may be one of
Okay.
any group of this like little group of like teenagers essentially. So
Okay. All
it's a
right.
lot of
All
fun.
right. And I'm pretty sure the story get more
Very.
anticipated. Okay. All right.
It's like I said, it's 15 books long. It is a beast to get through, but it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Okay. All right. Something else I read. During COVID, you made a lot of things out of just stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was trying to use my
Um,
stash.
recycled stuff and stuff like that. So what was that? What was that like? Is that something that just like kind of popped up or what?
Yeah, I was just kind of. So I ended up having to get like a storage unit to store all of the extra fabrics and pieces and rolls of foam and all these things that I had. And I was like, you know what? Rather than going and buying new stuff, let's go and dig and see what we can find with what we have. And I started making like I don't think I've made a costume that cost me more than about $10 in probably 2 years, just because I was pulling from
Probably two
cash.
years.
So
2 years.
it's been a minute.
Dang. So like, man, I'm trying to. So basically, you can make stuff. You one of those type that can make. You one of those people that can make stuff like pretty much out of nothing expensive if you wanted to.
If I want to, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I try really, really hard to try to find, you know, materials that I already have because that's easy for one thing. It's less expensive and it shows people that it can be done. And I feel like that's important.
Okay.
That you don't
And it
have to
is.
sink $600, $700 into a costume. You can absolutely do something with the stuff that's laying around your house, you know.
That's true though. That's true though. Okay. That's true. It's a word for that too. I just can't think of it. When you make something, out of nothing. It's a word for that. Ingenious. Is that it? Igneous. I can't never get it. Um, are there any do's and don'ts of cosplay in cosplay?
Don't, uh, I would say the biggest one is just don't be a jerk. I mean, it's the kind of just the rule of life. You know, do what makes you happy and don't be a jerk. What somebody else is doing has no effect on you whatsoever. Let them live their life. You live your life. You do what you love. They're doing what they love. Embrace what they're doing. Be happy for them because they're doing what they love and don't be a jerk. That's pretty much it.
True.
Those are the only rules
Okay.
I've got.
All right. And that's good enough. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Um, during your and since from doing this as a youngster, growing up with it, your mom and stuff, and then going through the theaters and the ballet,
Mhm.
and then let's fast forward all the way to this point right here. You done did Comic Cons and networked and met people and stuff. So what's one of the most important things that you've learned in this long run of cosplay career of yours?
Um, that it's not always just about you. That when you go into these events and you do these things, there are hundreds of people that are working all around you, and every piece has to do their part, and that includes you. So, I mean, I feel like I've done a lot of growing and a lot of maturing doing all these conventions and seeing what my piece of the puzzle was. And this is the part that I have to do. And I also have to let all these people do their parts. And, so that, I think that's probably the thing that's the biggest like growth there. So.
Okay, okay. And when you see the younger generation cosplayers, coming up, and like say for instance, a little girl might see you at one show, and then the next show she comes and she's dressed like you were. You know what I mean?
That's happened.
And she come to show you, look, like look at me, look, how does something like that make you feel?
I love that. I love that. You know, the thing that I love the most about that, though, is that,
What?
when I've seen it happen, there's a parent standing behind that kid that is so proud and that, helped that kid. And I love that like, that became a family thing. And that was
Hmm.
good. I love seeing those kinds of things, and it does feel good when somebody wants to do what you're doing and wants to make sure that you see. And I'm always so freaking proud. I have so many. We call them con babies. I have so many con babies, little like teenagers and stuff like that that have kind of like come. They're my children now. I take care of them. But I have so many of them, and I love watching them grow. It makes me proud of them you know
Cool, cool. That's cool. And as far as like the little one, the con babies, like do you see them at a lot of Comic Cons? Like do you see like the same ones?
I do. What's really funny is that those kids that I've seen, a lot of them are like their parents are vendors, or they kind of or they're kind of doing the con circuit too in their own weird way. And you get to be, it's
Okay.
a little bit like a traveling circus, and everybody kind of gets to be buddies. And they know, like, my table is a safe spot. I've probably got a glue gun on hand. There are definitely suckers sitting on the table. Like, they know, like, just go hang out over there if you need to get away for a minute. So
That's cool too. Now I know everybody's setup is different. So what is your setup like when you getting ready for the Comic Con? Like when you get into the Comic Con, like setting your station up. What's that process like? Is it like a long process?
no, I've got it pretty streamlined. I'm actually, I get in, I have a very large box that everything goes in. And when I'm putting it away, I put it in reverse order so that when I go to take it out the next time, it just comes out in the right order and it's, signs up, table laid out, everything ready to go. It's real easy. It takes me maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, okay.
So,
And the farthest you've traveled for a Comic Con or a show, cosplay show.
one that I wasn't working or one that I was working?
I say was working.
One that I was working would be probably Cyphicon. Um, that's almost all the way. That's like Texas, Louisiana, right there. Kind of hanging out. It's
Okay,
pretty far. That's about to be pushed though because I'm going to Beaumont, Texas in January. So that'll be the first.
okay, okay. And have you ever or are you planning to go like further west coast like Cali or
I would
anywhere like
love
that?
to. I would
Oh, okay,
absolutely love to. So
okay, okay. Now going to these Comic Cons, we always run into or see, celebrities of whatever field they in. Who are some of the celebrities you might have bumped into or came just to visit you, being whoever you are?
I've actually had some really kind of cool interactions with some congoers. I was at a convention in Tupelo, Mississippi, with Walter Jones, the Black Power,
Oh,
and we were
oh.
all hanging out at like the one of the bars for an after party, and he was really super cool. I thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with him. Dino Andretti, the voice actor, he's a friend of mine. Love him. He is a
Hmm.
sweet, wonderful human. I met him at a small. I love small conventions. I really do because you meet these people and you kind of get to be friends. Um, but I met him at a little convention in Fort Walton Beach, and he's been great. I've had a lot. I really haven't had bad interactions with anybody. Everyone's been really cool. At Jackson, I had lunch every day with General Grievous. He's a vegetarian.
Really?
Just so happened that he was always in there when I was in there for lunch, and we just kind of sat at the same table and we're cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up right there. Okay. Now here go another cool one I want to ask you. How do you know what character to be when it's time for you to be at an event?
Sometimes I decide at the last minute. Uh, like for Birmingham, I was actually really in the mood to make something new. And I have a list of characters in kind of the back of my head that are like things that I wanted to do. And
Okay.
April was on my list, for ages. And I just never got around to her and I don't know why, because it was not a difficult thing. Um, but when I saw that April was going to be at the convention, I was like, well, that's the universe telling me it's time to make April. So I made her on
Hmm.
Wednesday night before we came up.
I remember you told me that
Yeah,
too when I seen you there. You was like, I just made these.
yeah,
I was like, what? Like, yeah. I was like, dang, man. Like,
yeah.
so, so, like, you that good. So you that good. Now you that experienced. You that
That's it.
experienced.
Certain things. Stretch fabrics is one of the things that I work with the most, and so if it's a stretch bodysuit, I can knock a bodysuit out in about 2 hours. I don't even worry about it. I'm not paying attention to
Okay.
patterns or anything. I'm just going because I know what I'm doing. It's just experience. And it's just like with anything else. The more you practice at it, the quicker you get, the better you get. Sewing's the same way.
True. True. Okay. Uh, just to throw this one, which is your favorite character to be?
That's hard.
I figured it would be. I figured it would be.
The one I have the most fun with is one that I'm actually about to bring back. Well, there's two, and I have an equal amount of fun with both of them. They're both just an absolute blast. And I'm bringing both of them back, so convenient. One is Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I love Rogue. She's a blast. The other one is Felicia, Black Cat. She's a trip.
Yeah. She.
You can have a good time with her.
Yeah. She acting up in the comments right now.
Oh,
So yeah, that's
yeah.
so she acting up in the comments right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That all right. That's Now when you say that, that make me wonder. Well, where you gonna put Mermaid in? Because from looking at your stuff, seems like the Mermaid would be your favorite of all time.
The mermaid is like it's different because with the costumes, you're in the costume and you're playing around a little bit. I live in that mermaid tail on the weekends. Like when I hit the water, we're not out there performing or anything. We're swimming. We're working. I'm working on my breath holds. I'm working on, doing backflips and stuff like that. I'm working on, diving down into like where we swim are in the springs and they've got like big caves and stuff like that. So you can dive down pretty deep into like caverns and things. So, I'm working on that kind of stuff. Um,
Oh,
so it's a little different. That is
okay.
really
I
like a
see.
piece of like this girl, not necessarily like a piece of red.
Okay, okay. The I see. I got you. I know what you mean. Cause like I'm Cooks 24 podcast, but there's him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's there's
There's
there's, there's,
him.
there's the
Yeah,
actual like
yeah.
human, the less impressive, smaller, kind of quieter human, and
Okay,
the mermaiding is very much for her. And
okay. All right.
but I love that. I mean, I love that I get to kind of take some time and embrace that. It's been really good for me. So
Okay. It's like a breath of fresh air.
it is. It's one of the reasons I kind
Okay.
of like bringing them to conventions. Besides the fact that it's brilliant, because it means that you can sit down on Sunday a good bit, and I'm normally tired by
Good.
Sunday.
Yeah, yeah. Now, because when I met you the first time with the mermaid suit, you really wasn't sitting down. You was standing up, like seemed like you was just standing there, like
Yeah,
you know.
I'll stand up for a while, but then I'll be like, okay, I'm tired, and I gotta sit. But then I'll start like flapping my fin on the floor and making noises and getting people's attention just to be silly.
People's attention. Okay, all right. Um, being a judge, what do you look for in those contests?
Uh, what I look for more than anything, again, my background is in dance, and one of the things that I always said in dance, and it absolutely applies to cosplay, is I would rather see you do something simple cleanly. Do it right. Take the time and make it
Hmm.
clean and make it good, rather than seeing this very complicated, huge thing that's messy. So I'm
Hmm.
always looking for that cleanliness and that precision. And I love a good, simple piece that is done beautifully.
Okay,
That tends to be where I go.
all right.
You're not going to
Now,
wow me with your
aside,
big armor unless your big armor is really, really clean. So,
got you. Okay. Now, a side question to that, on the making of the clothes part. So, like, so you right next to a pretty much a personal designer or a stylist.
mhm,
You are those, but you don't call yourself
right.
those.
That's
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
That's what, we always tell each other, and we tell younger people, remember that you're doing the exact same thing that your favorite movies, costuming department, makeup department, hair department, props, all of those did that. But you are one person working with a tiny budget and you still did it. But you are a costume
Mm.
designer, you are a makeup artist, you are a stylist, you are a prop maker, you are all of those things.
Have you ever like thought of well, maybe I'm pretty sure you might have. Have you ever thought about like what it would be like if you was I hate to say, but like a Hollywood designer or
All
work
the
for a
time.
company.
All the
Just wonder, have you ever put your name on an application to try and
No,
see?
I haven't. And the main reason that I haven't has been because of, family things and just being here. But, I'm getting to a point where that's less of a thing right now. And a move is always a possibility and it could happen. I'm not going to say no to it. Um, never say never.
Never say never. Okay, true, true. Um, and let me see, what else would I like to ask you? Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Before we get into I got a cool bonus round for you. It's gonna
Oh
be some
boy.
fun. Uh, who or what is your biggest inspiration in life so far right now?
My biggest inspiration. Um, Honestly, and it's going to sound so cheesy, but it's true. It's my friends. It's my friends, and watching them, push and watching them grow and watching like that inspires me. That keeps me going. So I love the community that I've given myself. I love the family that I've built, and
Mm-hmm.
their drive and their
Gotcha.
creativity and the pieces that they turn out, like that inspires me, and so that's kind of what keeps me going on the same path, I guess. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay, okay. And um, are you into comics?
I used to be a little more. It's hard to keep. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time these days. It's really hard. I try to keep up. We do our best.
Your best?
It's a
Now, as
lot.
far
It's a
as
lot to keep up with.
now, being at those Comic Cons, have you ever went and bought you a couple books?
Yeah, I have, and it's buying the books is never the problem. It's sitting down and looking at them, like having the time to sit
Gotcha,
down.
gotcha.
Um, Even now, when I read, most of the time I don't actually read. I listen, because I'm sewing, so I'm always multitasking. So I try to keep up as much as I can. I don't do as much as I would like.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
Adulting
What's the last
times.
what's the last comic book you bought?
Oh, what was the last comic book I bought? Um, Well, no, but this isn't. It's not. It's not anything like current, because it was just one of those things that I was like, I wanted it because I didn't have a copy, but it was Saga, actually.
Oh, okay, okay,
I had some of them, but it was I didn't, and I found one, and I was like, hey, I want that, and it was stupid. It was one of those things where it's like you find something and it's stupid cheap, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's coming home.
okay, okay. Cool, cool. All right. Now let me ask you. I was curious because I didn't know. Last time I seen you at the Comic Con, I bought some pictures. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I support the business, right?
Mhm.
So tell me, what character is this?
That is Red Lantern Mira.
Damn, damn.
That is Red
Stop.
Lantern Mira.
Okay,
That is
okay.
one of my favorite moments. Like, I love the Lantern Corps. Love.
Oh,
And like, I'm stupid excited about Canary. Like, oh my God. Stupid excited about Canary. Because I love Canary too. So,
okay, okay,
like, that's my
okay.
girl. Um, but I love the Lantern Corps. And I love that moment where, like, Mira goes red. It's so great. I mean, you think about everything that has happened and how angry she is. And
Hmm.
it's intense, and I love it.
Interesting. Okay. Now that's the answer I was trying to get out of you. The lantern. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Cool. I liked it. All right. So you are into DC then.
Yeah, I
Okay.
equal
All right.
opportunity. DC and Marvel, I like both. So,
Okay. Now you don't have time to read like you want to, but do you have time to watch the shows or watch the movies?
I do watch the movies. The shows, I try to like kind of binge when I can. I can't, like, it's hard for me to sit down and commit to, like, I'm gonna sit for an hour and watch this, because that's difficult. But if I can find a block of time to just start binging, then I'll binge. The only thing about that is, if the show doesn't like catch my attention like fairly quickly, because my time is limited, I'll be like, I'll come back to this eventually, and it kind of goes to the
Yeah.
shelf, and so
Yeah.
I'm a little
True. True.
brutal with the
Okay.
shows.
And take a couple steps back when the COVID stuff hit. Did that change a lot of stuff for you as far as like slowing down stuff, or did you just do stuff from home online?
It honestly, it was the first break I had taken in 5 years, and it was the first time that I had been home for more than 2 weekends in a row in 5 years, and I really just stopped for a minute, and I leaned into, I have 2 kids. I leaned into spending time with them, and enjoying that, because they're older. So enjoying the time that we had. I spent a lot of time like teaching my son how to cook, you know.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
really kind
yeah,
of just like
yeah.
did all the things that I hadn't really had the time to do in the last 5 years, and I put cosplay. I mean, I still loved it, and I still would tinker with it,
Hmm.
but it wasn't as much of a priority, and I just kind of let it be. And I came back when I was ready. So
Okay, cool, cool. All right. And I didn't know that you were a mother too. You know what I'm saying? So that's also cool that you able to handle this, put everything where it need to be on that clock, so you can get to it
Yeah.
on time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, family is the most important. You know what I mean? So, and I can tell that you already knew that. That's indented on you. You know what I'm saying? So, I got one more question for you, but I'm gonna hold that one because we're gonna get into this bonus round.
Oh boy.
Uh, check. This is my check 1 2 round. You know what I
Oh
mean? Where
no.
I ask you 2 rounds. Well, 1 round I ask you two things. Tell me which one you like the best.
Okay.
And on the second round, I pretty much wrote down some words that describe you or have something to do with you, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when I mention that word.
Okay.
Okay. So nothing. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna. No, yeah. This is good and clean. No bad. No bad stuff. I
Plot
I
twist or
already know. I
nothing
stay.
here. We're good. Let's do this.
All right. Here we go. All right. Check 1 2. Here we go. Round one. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars by a hair.
By a hair.
By
Okay.
a hair.
Um, water or sand?
Water.
I should have known that. This would be funny. But you being a mermaid, answer this as the mermaid lady.
Okay.
Big fish or little fish?
Little fish. They're so cute.
Okay. That worked. Okay, that worked. I'm glad that worked. That worked. Okay. Red or blue?
Blue.
Blue. This is right here. I don't know why I'm asking this. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Cats, of course. Why would I ask that? Okay. Um. This might be tough for you. Singing or dancing?
Dancing. That's not
Dancing.
tough.
Okay.
That one's easy.
Can you can you sing?
A little bit, enough. But dancing was always like where I've always been a physical person, so dancing is
Okay.
a happy spot. It's kind of the same thing with the swimming. I like to just kind of
Okay.
tap into the body. So
All right. All right. Um. Cosplay or your PJ clothes?
listen, PJs all the way.
I guess. Okay. Um. Suspense or comedy?
Comedy.
Comedy.
I
All
like
right.
laughing.
Yeah. I know. I see. I like. Yeah. I like this. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing. Laughing helps you live longer. So I'm with that. I'm with that. Uh. Okay. Here we go. Rogue or Jean Grey?
Rogue.
Rogue. Okay.
Gotta go with my
Jason.
Mississippi girl. Come on.
You. Oh yeah. You're right about that. Forgot she's an SEC girl. That's right. Okay. Um.
Yep.
Alabama or Auburn?
I don't do the sports. I don't know.
Okay, okay, good, good. I scratched that off. Good, good. Okay.
Face to face.
Um, J- Jason or Michael Myers?
Oh, now listen, that's not fair because we met both and they were great. I have to go with damn, that's hard. Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Okay, yeah, I would too because he scared me a little bit
Yeah, he
more
was a little
than
scary.
Jason. A little scary. Um, radio or podcast?
Oh, podcast.
Podcast. Okay. Here's an interesting one, but I don't know if you have time for neither one. Reading the newspaper or watching the news?
Reading the newspaper. I actually
Okay.
have, yeah, I get like I read in the newspaper, but it's via email, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Plus, I think reading is a little more factual than watching them talk about it because every channel says something different. But that's a different story. Um. Now you love water, so I gotta ask you this, Aquarius: fishing or swimming?
Swimming.
Swimming.
Who's your friend?
Uh.
We don't catch it.
Yes. uh. Okay. Here we go. Batgirl or Supergirl?
Batgirl.
Okay. I seen one of your Batgirl pictures and you bigged her up pretty good, so I had to throw that one in there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, your style: Spider Gwen or She Hulk?
Ooh, She-Hulk.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I don't think you could have went wrong with either one, but She-Hulk
No, but
is,
it's
you know,
probably gonna have. Yeah, She-Hulk is
you know what I'm saying.
the more honest answer. So
Okay. Um. Now this one I'm interested in hearing this: hip hop or rock and roll?
classical.
Dang. Scratch both of those out. All
Both,
right.
but classical is 9 times out of 10. That's what I'm listening to.
Okay. Night or day?
Night.
You're a night person. All right. And this one right here, I think I'm gonna answer this one for you. Outside or inside? I think you're an outside person. Am I right?
I am. I am.
I figured so. I mean, I figured so. I don't know why I even wrote that down. And the last one on this round, Black Widow or April O'Neil?
Oh no. You know what? Since she's still kind of new to me and I'm really kind of enjoying her, April.
April.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go with
Okay. All
April.
right.
But generally, I would say Black
Okay.
Widow. But right now, I'm very April, and my mood is very April right now. So
Okay. All right. Cool. And then with Black Widow being the Black Widow and April being the yellow, which color best describe best rock with you? The yellow or the black?
generally black.
Okay. 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 All
Yellow,
right.
yellow is
Now,
hard for a redhead sometimes. Has to be exactly right.
heard. Okay. Heard. Heard. Round two. Here we go. Last one. Now, I'm just gonna mention it. I'm gonna say a word, and this word is very close to you, has something to do with you in some type of way or form, and you just tell me first thing come to your mind.
Okay.
Ready? All right. Here we go. We're gonna start like this. I'm gonna give you an easy one. Aquarius.
Aliens.
Okay. That's okay. All right. Legends of Wonderland.
Alice. My
Alice.
friend
All right.
Alice, who I miss. I haven't seen her in a
Mer-
minute, so I miss her.
Shout out to Alice. Mermaids.
Happy Place.
Cats.
Also Happy Place.
Okay. Cosplay.
Oh wow! So we're just going for the trifecta. Also my happy place, but also sometimes uncomfortable.
Sometimes uncomfortable. Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
uncomfortable.
Cosplayers.
Ooh. Friends.
Friends. Cool. Yep, you're right. Because I made a lot of cosplay friends. So yes, you're right. Comic Cons.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind. Here we go. I told you we was gonna come back to this. Nerds.
The best.
The best. All right. Sewing.
Peaceful.
Okay. Make sure I said this right because I wrote it down like you wrote it. Mermaiding.
Uh, Exhilarating.
Exhilarating. Okay. Okay. And that's when a bunch of y'all go together.
Yeah, that's when we're out swimming, doing our thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, audiobooks.
Calm.
Okay. Team Superfan. Yeah, I do my homework. Yeah, yeah. Team Superfan.
Super fun.
Superphone. Okay, okay. Um, Mobile.
Home.
Oh, figured you gonna say that. Alabama.
Love, hate. Most of the time I love it, but there are times when I'm like, y'all stop.
Okay, okay.
Everybody here feels
Uh,
the same way. It's a thing.
hey, some scared to say it, so I'm glad that you could say it the right way. You know what I mean? Some wanna. Anyway, yeah, you said it the right way. Um, Video games.
Immediately, I just went to Skyrim. It's just like
That's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Animals.
little peoples.
Little peoples.
They're
I look at them like that
people.
too. Okay, okay. Um, Patience.
Important.
Important. Redheads.
The best.
The best. You know what? Y'all all say the same thing. The best. We the
Okay,
best.
you want me to say something else? You know, the first thing that I think of when I think of redheads? Really,
What?
honestly, no eyelashes. We all have blonde eyelashes. So you have to put on mascara or it looks like you don't have eyelashes. Now you know. I ruined it. See, look.
I never. I never knew. I never noticed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You just put. Okay. All right. You put me on something right then. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Two left. We got two more left.
Okay.
The next one is courage.
Critical. Have to
Critical.
have it.
And the last one, little red fox.
Oh, that other girl.
And that was Bruce 24. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 round. You played a great round. You had some great answers. Know more about you now. And the last question that I wanted to ask you, or the last question that I wanted to give to you, was pretty much that say what you would like to say. What's a great positive message that you have in your heart that you like for cosplayers and the ones that are second guessing themselves to come to the next Comic Con and try on their new suit, or all the type of things that can go wrong in a cosplayer's costume.
Yeah.
But sometimes like you said, you can fix it if you just concentrate. You can fix it. It might be a little or nothing. You think you might have to spend $100 when really all you need is some tape or some glue and do this on the inside and whatever. So, what's a great positive message that you could give to those out there that want to do it, scared to do it, second guessing themselves, blase?
I get a lot of people that actually come up to the booth and say that that's exactly what they're doing. They want to, but they don't know if they can or how to start. And just start. Do it. Do it. If you want to do it, do it. If you have questions, if you're struggling, ask. If things fall apart when you get there, find my table. I have a whole repair kit and I will help you out. Um, just do it. Life's too short. Life is too short not to be a weird nerd in a costume and having a blast. Just do it.
True, true. That's a great answer. And you are your own boss, correct?
Yes.
So, somebody like me doing this, what I'm doing, up and coming, podcasting, networking, interviewing people, trying to get to know people, getting to know people, excuse me, and stretching as far as I can, giving out positive messages the way I do. What's some advice that you could give me as far as me trying to be my own boss?
It's hard to be your own boss. The hardest thing is that there are going to be the days that you're tired and you don't want to do it and there's nobody to push you. You have to push you. Um, but also some of those days, not every day, but sometimes make time to rest. Make time to stop.
Yes,
Um,
true.
but you have to know that, being your own boss and doing these kinds of things and, you have to be the push. Nobody is going to
Okay,
push you. You have to be the push.
got you, got you, got you. And not worried about support and help from other places because the ones that really support you, they will be there for you, right?
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I get that a lot, and I'm bad about. My mom always used to tell me I was too nice, and my only answer to her is I don't want to be mean.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, um, as a friend, what could you? I ain't gotta be. I ain't gotta be mean, really. I just need to what? Just like not
You don't
be
you
so.
don't have to be mean. What you have to do is remember that you are also a person that needs to be taken care of. And that's coming to you. That falls on you. You have to take care of yourself and you have to be okay with these are my boundaries. And you crossing my boundary and me pushing back is not me being mean. You don't have a right to cross that boundary. So you have to change the way you look at it. It's not mean to ask for the space that you need.
Okay. Thank you very much for that advice. Thank you very very much. Um, So, what are your next events coming up?
Uh, I am popping into Hallmat just for some fun.
Okay.
Just because I needed a fun con, and I'm going to do that. And then I am going to be in Texas, Beaumont, Texas, for Southeast Texas Comic Con in January. And
Okay.
then I'll be in Shreveport um, for February. So, just keep an eye on the page.
Okay.
I'll be sharing all that stuff, linking.
Oh yeah, yeah. I follow you. I
Yeah.
follow you.
It's the
Okay.
same, like the same ABC crew, but a new kind of thing that they're doing to kind of expand to a different area. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward
Okay.
to it.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Will I be at
State of
Huntsville
number.
Comic Expo in April? I don't know yet. I need to look at my schedule. I have a couple of things that I'm already booked for in April. I gotta look.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, definitely. Because if you do come, we will be there, and he'll probably be Spade Numbers will probably be setting up a booth. So I'll probably be setting up with him and just interviewing people as they go by.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to add a little flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? And hand out cards, network, blah blah blah, whatever. So, once again, for the people that are here, just to let you know, Twitter. You can follow Miss Little Red Fox on Twitter at Little Red Fox Cos.
Hmm.
You can follow her on IG at Little Red Fox Cosplay, Facebook at Little Red Fox Cosplay, and her Patreon and her Kofi app are the same. Plus the one that I forgot. Which one was that?
TikTok. It's Little Red Fox
TikTok.
cosplay. But again, it's mermaid
Mm.
videos. It's not necessarily going to be a whole lot of cosplay.
So it's mermaid video, but if y'all like mermaids, 'cause Splash was one of my favorite movies. So
Hey,
I always love Mermaid. Tom Hanks played a great role in The Lady.
Daryl.
Anyway, that was a great
Yeah.
movie. Hey, that was a great movie for real.
So,
I always wondered one thing. Just tell me this one thing.
yeah.
When she kissed him under that water, does that mean he stay up under there forever?
I think that that's what they imply in that movie. I think that they
Okay.
imply that at that point that he can breathe under the water.
I've been waiting for that answer for like so many
That's
years.
what I want
Thank
it
you
to
so
be.
much.
That's what I want it to be.
Okay. That will work. That will work. Well, Miss, hold on. We got one more question? Oh no, somebody just let. I guess somebody that stays in Texas are saying like they're letting you know like, yay, they're
Oh,
gonna be there. Yeah, so somebody's gonna be there in Texas that you're gonna be there. So, but I hope you enjoy yourself. Um, Once again, sorry for being late. You know what I
no,
mean?
it's no worries.
But
It's been fun.
you know what I'm saying? We was talking with the youngster, and time kind of got away from me. So thank you for being a great guest. I follow you. You do work hard. You do what you do. And now that we know more about you, you definitely work harder than I knew. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you make your own stuff. I mean, you are your own critic. So that means that it ain't gonna be on you if you ain't satisfied with it.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
So I respect that. I respect what you do. Thank you so much for being my friend as well as everybody else's friend. And when I met you, you was the mermaid lady, and then I met April O'Neil, and I was like, hey, that's it's April O'Neil. It's April O'Neil over there, you know. So thank you so much for joining Cooks 24 podcast. I ain't gonna hold you up no longer. Um, as time goes, I'm pretty sure I can catch you for a part
Oh
two.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I know you got to get some more stuff under the belt, go more places, more visit. Maybe you get that West Coast trip. I hope you do, because I enjoy watching what you do and seeing how you do it. And and I'm waiting on my rogue prints in the mail because I didn't
Yeah, I've
win.
actually had to. Okay, so funny fact, I actually had to print new prints for you because you have so many of mine. So you're getting some exclusives. You're getting the first ones.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I need my exclusives. I need mine so I can share them, so I can share them and stuff. And I mean, what you do is great, and it inspires me because I'm trying my best to be a good podcaster, interviewer, public speaker type person. I want to elevate, and you're a great inspiration. And I thank you for being you and who you are. And I just give you your flowers now and say, Miss Little Red Fox Cosplay, you are the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You're the shit. You're the bomb. You're the dynamite. You're all that. You're doing a great job, and everybody, please follow. At the bottom, y'all see at Little Red Fox Cosplay. Follow her on IG. If you know where else, follow her right here. And go on the Kofi app and buy her a coffee. Yeah, I mean,
But I've
they'll
actually
know. If
been
they
like
go look, they'll
legitimately
know.
sipping on coffee since we started this. So.
Hey, I love coffee. Ain't nothing wrong with coffee. I love coffee. So,
Right?
but anyway, thank you very much, Miss Cosplay, Miss Little Red Fox.
Anytime.
Um, do your thing. Stay safe. All the other good stuff. And other than that, see you at the next Comic Con. See you at the next post on here, wherever. I follow you everywhere. So just keep it coming. Keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it coming, okay?
Will do.
Much love to you. Much love to you. Peace, okay? Peace.
Mm.
I can't get it. Well, I just,
There you go.
hey, take it easy, all
You
right?
too.
All right. Peace out, Miss Cosplay.
See you later.
All right. Yo, and thanks to everybody for tuning in. Uh, first interview was the legit standard young man, the son of Cream and Cash Comics. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, he might have him a rest of career. So we're talking to him now at the early age. Me and Spade and Numbers comments on Total Fandom, asking him about what he like, what he don't like, what his thoughts are about the wrestling world and what he like. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun to listen to that little voice talking about what he like, and he sounds so grown doing it. And then the interview I just got done with was Miss Little Red Fox Cosplay. Met her at least one or two Comic Cons. She's a great person. She work hard. She do her thing. She make her own stuff. You know what I mean? And she got a great mind on her shoulder. Animal lover. She's an earth person. She can swim on the water probably longer than a lot of folks that I know I can't swim with a damn. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all know the name. The shirts will be coming soon in all colors. You know what I mean? So I hope y'all, kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? And remember this. There is no planet B. Okay? Y'all remember that. There is no planet B. We only got one, so let's take care of it. I am Kush24 Podcast, and we're out. Peace.